Morning. I want to show y'all these teeny weeny little pears. Look at these things. They're not big as a minute, are they? But when they're peeled, you don't know if they've been big pears or little pears. But they're really tender. So what we did is this. Let me come over here and let me show you. We peeled them, put them in a big pot right here, and we didn't cut them this little. We just cut them in big pieces. But when pears start to get tender in your pot, all you need to do is get a knife and do this. Or you can take that little gadget, you know, that you do up and down, and you can get your pears a little bit smaller. We're fixing to make a pear pie. And I just wanted them kind of a little bit more chunky than real big, so that's why I did that. And I'm cooking them just a little bit to get them a little bit more tender, but not a whole lot, okay? Let me turn you around. And I've got some ice cream we can have with this if you would like some. Would you like some ice cream with your pear pie? I'm just using pie crust that are already done. These are your frozen. And you don't poke holes in a pie if you're going to have a filling in it. The only time you just do this with a fork is when you're going to do your filling on the stove and just pour it in there. So here we go. We've got our pie plates, and I'll show you what we're going to do next besides wash clothes. Okay, I've got my pears semi-tender, and I'm going to pour them in this colander because I don't want this juice to be in there, but I'm going to use the juice on something else. I did not add any sugar or anything, but I did add just maybe a half a cup of water so they wouldn't stick to the bottom of this pan, okay? We want to drain them to the... Y'all, today was homecoming at Andalusia High School. I'll probably post this tomorrow. Today's Friday, but I'll probably post it tomorrow because I don't have time. It's supposed to be at the parade at 2 o'clock, and it's already 11:30. I won't be rushing it. Anyway, I had the best time there. I didn't graduate from Andalusia High School, but my husband did. And my grandchildren go there, so I enjoyed that. All right, so I'm going to set these back over here, let them drain a little bit more. And while we're doing that, we're going to mix some things up to go on top. Okay, y'all, let's make our goodie to go in our pie. I melted 1 stick of butter. And look what I've got. This was given to me. Some beautiful brown eggs. I'm so excited. I love these pretty eggs. You're supposed to mix a beaten egg in with it. So let's crack it. Whoops, I got a shell in there. Let me get it out. If I can. There we go. Said to beat this lightly before we put it in our our stick of butter. This is salted butter, by the way. So into this, we're going to put, here we go. We're going to put 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of white sugar, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose white lily flour. Stir that up real good. Put our egg in there, our beaten egg. In there. And our cinnamon, that I didn't know what I did with it. Here it is. And about a teaspoon or a little scant, don't put too much in there, of a cinnamon. Let's see, here's a spoon I can kind of measure. You don't want a whole teaspoon, but you want a little bit more than half because you want a good cinnamon flavor in there. About like that. About a half a teaspoon. That'll be plenty. Okay, all you do is this. You mix these ingredients together. If you do not have pears in your area, you can use apples instead if you want to. Okay, there you go. There's your mixture. Okay, now here's how you build your pie. You get us our spot. Take your pie shell. Take your pears that you have drained well. Can y'all see down there? That you've drained well. Spoon them out and put them in your pie shell. Try not to tear your pie shell up. My pears are still nice and warm. Spread them out a little bit. Y'all, this is going to be so good with some ice cream on top. Okay, put them out. Now, if you don't have these, like I say, use your apples, okay? All right, now, to kind of get them, that one, see, it was too big. There we go. Now, get you some Preacher's pecans. I got these in this little container right here. These are the whole ones, okay? If you don't have the whole ones, you can use some that's crushed up, whatever. Place you a few pecans around there on it, kind of like you were going to do a little pecan pie, but kind of push them down in there just a little bit. You don't want them just sitting right there on the literal top. Push them down just a tad, not much. You're going to still have them showing, okay? You didn't see that, did you? You didn't see that? Okay, let me show you how that looks. Okay, there you go. Now then, take this, and we could get 2 pies out of this. I don't know, we'll fix to see. I hope we can. Because everybody's going to want some, that's for sure. Take your goodie and spread it around on the top, making sure to cover each pecan. So what you can do is do like this. And this butter and sugar is going to melt. It's going to go down into your pie and cinnamon. And it's going to crunch up those pecans on top. So put a little, make sure you get a little bit on each pecan. And it'll be like a cinnamon pecan. And we are going to have enough for 2 pies. So I'm fixing to do the other one. Well, that looks fine, doesn't it? It looks fine. And we're going to cook this on 350 degrees. Let me set this one to the side and get our other one made. For, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes. I think we're going to be able to kind of tell. This is so easy to do. I've got more pears down there on the tree that I need to get down there and use. Okay. Like that. Okay, let's put our pecans on. You don't want to put your pecans on last, and the reason for that being that you want that cinnamon stuff to be on top of them. And you want them to be pretty. So just kind of put them on there, here and there, so that everybody gets a bite of pecan when they take a bite of their piece of pie. But it's real important that you cover the pecan with your goodie, because we're going to cook it real low and it's going to toast these pecans. So if you have that on top of it, it's going to be much, much better. Okay? That is so pretty, isn't it? Look. See? Okay, let's put our goodie on it. That pecan cake rose to the top, didn't he? Anyway, I went to the assembly this morning. And they did cheers and they welcomed all the alumni back. And that was a good thing. A real good thing. All right, I've got a little extra. I'm going to put some more on this one. I'm going to put just a little bit more on this one. That made plenty of goodie. What you say? When I got out of the auditorium after the assembly, of course it was raining, and I had to park far away from the school because there were so many people at the school that there wasn't any parking places up close. But that's one reason I love a pickup truck. There was a curb right there, and I just went right over that curb. Okay? I went right over that curb. And I can park anywhere. So I parked up on the lawn, up over the curb. If you got one of those little tiny sports cars, you can just count that all but lost because you can't get in there. All right, let's put these in now. Our oven on 350. And we're going to bake them till the crust is nice and brown and probably 30, 40 minutes. Well, I'll tell you when it comes out. All right, right now it is 5 minutes to 12. See you in a little bit. All right, y'all, we're fixing to take our pies out. They look so beautiful. Listen, I'm going to look at my clock. I cooked them 45 minutes. That's how long I cooked it. It said in the recipe 30, but I told you time and time again that didn't make any difference. Y'all just don't have to watch it. You're going to have to learn to do it and trust your senses that God gave you. You know what's right and wrong. You know what's done and not done. So let's get these pies out. But I cooked them 45 minutes. That's how long I cooked them. They smell so good. Now what I'm going to do is let them set up just a little bit. Look at that. See, all that topping that's on there made it crunchy. Look at that. Got us 2 pies. And weren't they easy? Oh my goodness, the hardest part was peeling the pears. Anyway, I'm going to let it cool just a minute and then we're going to eat it. I've got the ice cream out kind of melting because my refrigerator, my ice cream gets way too hard. Be back in a minute. All right, let's cut us some pie. I'm going to cut this one. I let it sit about 20 minutes to kind of cool off just a little bit. And it's probably going to be a little bit on the runny side because that's how it's supposed to be. Let me see if I can get it out without tearing it too far up. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, it looks yummy. Get off of there. Well, I just tore it up. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put ice cream on it anyway. You get me a little scoop right here. Oh my gosh, it looks good, doesn't it? Let me get a spoon. So our crunchy in it is our crust and our pecans. And our gooey is pear and ice cream and all that stuff too. Let me get a little bit all of it while I'm getting. The pecans turned out so crunchy with that stuff on top of it. See? Y'all gotta try this. I think you're going to love it. You can do it with apples or pears. It's just right now, pears are in. This is my supper. Delicious. Y'all have a good day. I got to hurry. The parade's fixed to start. Here I am eating pear pie. Love y'all. Bye-bye.